this. Know what you need to know.
Hey, hello everybody, welcome back. I appreciate you clicking on this video, that means a lot to me. So today for you guys I'm bringing another build video, and this one I feel like is really fun build to use. You guys are gonna love this. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the new gear set that was bringing into TU10, which is called the Eclipse protocol. This gear set opened the opportunity for me to use a gun that I used to love a lot, but in the past they end up changing it or changed the way it gameplay, so I could not use it no more. So now with the Eclipse protocol I can now finally be able to use again the Pyromaniac, because it works really well together with Eclipse protocol. Now this build is gonna be a really fun build to use, because the way that you can see the spread of the effects going for the next NPC once you kill one, right? It's so fun. You can have like a chaotic spread throughout the game if you have like a full team of 4, right? Because actually I do recommend to use this build mostly on a group. You can use it solo. I did use it solo. It works, still works, but I feel like it works better on the group of 4, especially because this build can be the crowd control but still do a lot of damage with your gun. So for this footage that I'm using on the video, you guys can see it. I was on a live stream that I did this. By the way, I live stream now on Twitch, so you can see the link in the description. It's gonna be my Twitch link, where I'm gonna be streaming nowadays from Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays about 6 p.m. Eastern time. So with that said though, let's take a look at the build and see what am I talking about, right? Alright guys, this is gonna be the build. This is the Eclipse protocol build that I made, and I just love it. It's just, like I said, really fun to use and also really helpful. Now, the start of the show, right, is a new gear set called Eclipse protocol. So what is it? Eclipse protocol with the 2 pieces gives you 15% status effect, 3 pieces gives you a 15% skill haste, and 30% hazard protection, which is quite a lot, to be honest with you. And I don't think we ever had like that amount on it brand set or gear set. And then 4 pieces where the fun starts, right? We have indirect transmission. Your status effect now spreads on kill to all enemies within 15 meters, and also a refresh a 50% of that duration. So it will stay for 50% of the duration it was on the enemy that you kill just right now once you spread it, right? So that's where it can be so chaotic when you kill one NPC and see the burn spread to all the enemies around the room, right? That's so satisfying though. Now, as we know, gear sets have, you know, a talent on the backpack and one on the chest piece. So for Eclipse protocol, the backpack, we have this talent called Symptom Aggravator. So amplifies all damage you deal to status effect target by 15%. So that's honestly, I think that's the first amplified damage that we see on the backpack. So that's really good. So that's the backpack. Now moving for the talent on the chest piece, we have Proliferation, increasing direct transmission range from 15 meters to 20 meters, and the refresh percentage from 50% to 75%. So instead of the NPCs being on fire for that 50% duration that the last enemy you killed, is going to be for 75% of that duration it had on the last enemy you killed. All in all, the good thing is that you should at least use the backpack and also the chest piece, because those 2 talents are really good for the gear set itself. Usually not every gear set you have to go with a backpack talent or the chest piece, but on this specific, I would say they are really good. They will do a lot for your build, right? In all of my pieces of Eclipse protocol, I have basically the same thing. They do come with core attribute skill tier, so all of them has skill tier, status effect on the attribute, and then on the mods I have skill haste. So that's gonna be on the chest piece, on the backpack, gloves, and knee pads. Now moving on for the next piece, we have the only exotic piece that we have on the build, and it's gonna be Imperial Dynasty. If you don't know what the Imperial Dynasty, you should know by now, but Imperial Dynasty has the Dragon Glare. While in combat, applies burn to the enemy closest to you within 20 meters. The cooldown is gonna be 35 seconds for each time it will proc, right? With Imperial Dynasty, I have a gun that's gonna take advantage of that. It puts enemies on fire, and I have the Pyromaniac. The Pyromaniac takes advantage of burning enemies. So with that said, I'm gonna have a lot more burning status effect spread on my build itself. That's why I'm going with Imperial Dynasty. The last piece is gonna be a Ferris Group AB. I chose to go at least with one, right? Because by having a Ferris Group AB, you get that 10% assault rifle damage. The core attribute is gonna be weapon damage max, and then attributes are gonna be critical damage and critical hit chance also max, with a mod of 6% critical hit chance max. So that's the like a perfect god roll mask that I have. You guys have seen it before. Yeah, so I still use it. Now let's go for the start of the show. What I said I'm using for this build, to put this build together, which is the Pyromaniac. Now this was an AR that I used to love. I still like it, but I used to love it before. I used to use it a lot. Now with the changes, right, I could not use it like efficiently before, but now Eclipse protocol comes in, and now I can actually use the Pyromaniac again because it goes really well on this build. I can proc it a lot more. So what is the Pyromaniac? It's a name Police M4, right? And it has a perfect talent called the Perfectly Ignited. Deals 25% weapon damage to burning enemies. So that's, you see how things are gonna tie together. And then after 3 kills, applies burning to the next enemy you hit. We have also a way of applying status effect on the gun itself. So with that said, we have the gun itself after 3 kills applies status effect. We have the Imperial Dynasty, which is the whole set that is gonna apply status effect if enemy gets too close. And also we have what is the Specialization. We have the Firewall Specialization for 2 reasons. So the first reason on the Firewall that I want to go with it is because this one right here, which is the 20% burn duration that it gives you to your build. I think that with that the enemies can stay longer on fire, so I feel like that comes in on handy. And also we have also this one right here, which is on armor break, apply burn to the enemies within 5 meters. So that also comes in handy if you are too close and the enemy is almost killing you, breaks your armor. You make that enemy go on fire, and then you can actually kill it because you're doing more damage when they are on fire. Now going back to the gun that I was talking about, the Pyromaniac, taking a look at the mods, right, I'm going with critical hit chance all over it. So on critical hit chance on the scope, critical hit chance on the laser pointer, and also critical hit chance on the muzzle. And then for the magazine, we have just an extended magazine that is the sturdy extended magazine plus 20 rounds, and that's just, you know, regular stuff. So without that said, keep in mind this build has 5 yellows, right? 5 skill tier. Now you might think you don't do a lot of damage, but keep in mind that this build will fool you, because the way you do damage is when your enemies are on status effect. You're gonna get 15% amplified damage from the backpack, and you're gonna get a 25% weapon damage increase from the Pyromaniac itself. So you actually do a lot of damage. I was doing a good amount of damage for a skill build that has 5 skill tiers, so it really hits hard. Now last but not least, we of course have to talk about the skills, right? Because they are part of this build, and they're gonna be the part of putting the enemies on status effect. So the first one and the most important is gonna be the Firestarter Kim Launcher. This one applies a cloud of dust that you can shoot and put the enemies on fire. Pretty self-explanatory. And then also we have the Stinger Hive, which is gonna apply the bleed effect on the enemies. So that's what I have, and I use this one the most, the Firestarter. The second skill, the Stinger Hive, I do use it a lot, but it's really helpful. Sometimes I might go with the striker ballistic shields for the you know, for sometimes I want to use that. But like I said, you could go with 2 status effect or go with 1 status effect skill and striker ballistic shield. That's up to you. But yeah guys, that's it. That's the build. Let me know what you guys think. I've been using this build on the live stream. Once again, I stream Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays. Links in the description. Go check it out and watch me live with this build and any other builds. I am enjoying this build. I am gonna get a team together for the raid. If you want to participate in the raid, go follow me or go join my Discord, please. We can talk in there about the raids, and let me know if you are in PC. and give me your gamer tag and all of that so I can add you, and let me know your time to play the raid, because I will be playing the raid soon enough with the viewers, right? So that's all for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, please hit me with a like, and I would appreciate. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more, subscribe for more content. Division 2 coming soon, and yeah, I hope I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.